Hello, welcome to this week's energy forecast. My name is Laura Fleming. Welcome back, Reach Your Happy Family, and welcome any new people. How was your weekend? I know for some it was a little intense, maybe some strong emotional stuff coming up, especially on Sunday. It's just kind of how it goes. We ebb, we flow. Sometimes we're in a really good space, sometimes we're just struggling to get by. Either way, this week has a sense of renewed clarity. Little side note, clarity doesn't always feel good, right? Sometimes getting clarity about a relationship you know you're done with doesn't feel so good. Sometimes having clarity about knowing you need to change something doesn't feel all that good, right? Like it's bittersweet because I finally found it. Like, I know I need to shift this. And then another part of you is like, shit, I found it. Now I have to change it. So don't rush into anything this week. Take your time with this energy. Clarity is potent and it has a lasting mark. So when you have this breakthrough of clarity, sometimes there's this like, okay, gotta hustle, gotta apply, gotta do it now. I would urge you to, of course, listen to your instinct and also understand that when you are clear on something, there's no backpedaling. You don't unbecome anything. You're always moving forward. So with this new level of clarity comes new perspectives, new ways of being in the world. So allowing yourself to adjust to this new clarity that you have come across. Maybe you aren't in that, I'm clear now. You're still in that kind of uncomfortable, funky place in between not knowing and knowing, right? Maybe feels like indecision, or it feels like apathy even. I am always going to encourage to honor how you feel, because I do believe we are incredibly intuitive and wise beings at our core. I believe everybody has intuitive abilities. However, we're not trained to listen to them, and we're certainly not encouraged to listen to them, except for, some select few people who teach being intuitive or teach listening and honoring yourself. So know that the stream of using your mind and working really hard to get things done, that's a really strong current. The current of listening to your body. Your body tells you the truth. Listen to your intuition. What does your heart have to say about this? Blending of the mind and the body. That current's moving. I'm in it. I have kind of this pool of people around me in that field, but you may not necessarily be in that position. So what do? Well, you're going to have to be balancing both the current in your life that says like, come on, just push through. It makes sense, even if it hurts here. And also balancing the other side of you that feels called to even listen to a video like this from someone like myself. So don't rush into anything. There's some things that kind of put the pressure on. It's time to go now. You need to do it now. And I am... okay, maybe nothing's a large statement, but it's how I feel. That nothing is that big of a deal that it needs to happen right this second. That no decision needs to happen right now. Like what happened with the housing market, or is happening. This kind of like rush to buy, oh, I'll settle for that, I'm gonna overpay on this. Right, this kind of hyped up energy. Well, that's not just in the housing market, that's across the board. That's businesses everywhere. Is there gonna be a war? Is there gonna be a recession? What's gonna happen? The stock market, right? There's so many things that are in flux. So of course we feel a little uneasy. Of course we feel a little agitated and more eager to set things in stone and okay, that's permanent. And there's just nothing we can do or say or be or achieve or have as a physical item that is all that permanent. Like fighting. It's not a permanent skill set. It deteriorates if unused. Similar to swimming or lifting, right? Anything with the physical body. If we're not doing it actively, if you're not memorizing times tables, like that stuff starts to go. So you don't have to hold on to anything, because what is for you will be in your experience, and what is not for you will make its way out of your experience. So holding on to items, I know a lot of people do that, right? Like items that maybe was your mom's or something like that, and you hold on to it because it's like, oh, it means something to her, but maybe it could mean something to me, or maybe it'll mean something to my daughter, or, right? We do this holding in an attempt to feel safe, but we are in such a fluid experience. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen somebody die, but watching someone die, it's like, well, that looked quite easy. Interesting. The transition is so smooth. I know, some people are like, yeah, dying of cancer isn't all that smooth. Okay, but from being in this physical body to crossing over, it is quite it's almost like a weight lifting. It's like, there's a shift that happens. So there's the impermanence of our experience is important to recognize, to witness this fluidity that's always happening, how quickly we can change state from joyful to fucking pissed, right? How we can go from I love you so much to how could you do that to me, to I'm rich, bitch, to fuck, I don't have any money. What am I gonna do? So our experience is always kind of this wishy-washy, indecisive, I'm here, I'm there, I'm thirsty, now I'm full, now I'm tired. There's all these experiences of impermanence, and yet we want something to hang on to. You know what it is? You know what that something to hang on to is? You. Your faith in you, that you've got your back. So if you do nothing else this week, have your own back. Be your biggest cheerleader. Stand up for yourself. Say what you need to say. Believe in yourself, and know that who you are in your own experience, but also in the experience of others, is imperative, or else you wouldn't exist in their experience. You wouldn't be there. You are an extremely important part in this bigger equation that is human existence. So don't rush into anything. Don't cling on too tight. Allow this ebbing and flowing of your experience to rinse through you, and trust that life will provide you the opportunity, the inspiration to move, to go after that job or that lover or that new role, whatever it is, that you will feel the inspiration. But sometimes there's periods of quiet, and allowing yourself to be quiet, to be introverted. And then when you feel that, like, I'm ready to do something, like I woke up this morning super early and was like, I'm walking today. I don't care how cold it is. I'm walking. And then I started to get into the day, and I'm like, maybe I won't. And then I was like, no, you said you're gonna walk. Let's walk. Walking is actually a lot harder than I remember. It's been a long time since I've gone on a good walk. Went on the walk, and again, part of me is like, I don't really want to do this. Another part of me is like, this feels really good. And honoring that ebb and flow in my body, like, Laura, you can slow down. You don't have to do the power walk. You can just slow down. You can take your time with this. You can enjoy the scenery. Oh, look, a cardinal. Oh, look, a heart rock. And just slow it down. And then I'm like, I feel good now. I'm going to speed it up. Our body tells the truth. This sometimes is the thing that's not telling you the truth. So when you're confused, when you're in that like, clusterfuck of a feeling, maybe it's time to reach out to somebody. Maybe it's time to get some help. Maybe it's time to go for a walk by yourself without the podcast, without the distraction, and just be with yourself. Because you got everything you need inside of you. I hope you have a wonderful week. I'm going to be going on vacation I'm going to try to make some energy forecasts to have for you over the next 2 Mondays, but I'm not promising anything. So have a wonderful rest of your week. I will talk to you soon and take good care.